Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Mundaun. In the last episode, we were able to make it further up the mountain, having previously destroyed the massive snowdrifts with the artillery cannon here on the mountain. When we arrived, we found a deactivated and unpowered ski lift, which we restored power to, in order to proceed further up the mountain. We are bringing the head of Algria with us, in order that she can verify if what Walther said was correct, that the Dark Man is still imprisoned within the mountain through some trickery or spell that the townsfolk have laid upon him. Before we took the ski lift, though, we were notified that we might be up there for quite some time, and that we should probably thoroughly investigate anything that we might have left behind before we head up there. So, with that in mind, we doubled back down the mountain and explored quite a bit of it to make sure we didn't leave anything behind. And we found another rifle manual, we found some more rifle bullets, I believe, and some points of interest, a few books, and now we're back here to ride the ski lift up. Here's our current fear resistance, our maximum health, and our rifle handling. And I still have not found this. I keep forgetting this even exists. I should look at the mule a little bit more. So why don't we do that now? Just in case I missed something obvious on the mule itself. And this gives me a chance to sip some tea, which I made before our trip up that mountain, and talk about your guys' comments while I'm walking around. So, if you don't want to listen to this part, by the way, I'll try to remember to... Oh, our move's over here. I'll try to remember to add a skip link in the comments section so you can jump ahead past this part. This should take like 5 minutes or so. So, Robert Barron says, in regards to saving, well, you have already experienced one bad save and had to backtrack, so I think I would be saving whenever I had the chance. So, about the saving, I don't save all the time when I can, because I think, but do not know, that it seems like there's a penalty to saving, given the music that plays whenever you save. Now, this may not be the case at all. Not one single bit. I might be wrong entirely on this, but I'm suspicious of it because of that evil-sounding music that plays. Hello? That's not where we put the hand? That was kind of creepy. In the Resident Evil games, and I also believe in Cthulhu Dark Corners of the Earth, you got a lower score the more often that you saved. So that's the only reason why I am not saving as much. For the bad save, I'm hoping that it was just because I quit the game in a flashback, because I don't really know when the game autosaves. I wait for that symbol to show up in the lower left-hand corner, but it might not be correctly autosaving when it does that, or it might not be an autosave at all. That might just be a loading screen. And so the game tried to recreate a save for me based upon when I quit the game, and that created all sorts of problems. Robert Barron says, you said you hadn't done enough to warrant a save yet. You have done all this exploring of found items. Why take the chance of having to do that all over again? Well, so there's another reason why I don't save all the time in games I play. I did this for my Thief series as well. I think every single one of them. I find that if I save the game all the time, every time I get a chance, like let's say I quick save every like 3 seconds in the game, like 3 minutes, I'm not going to be as afraid when I'm playing it, because I know that if I die, I've got to save like 3 minutes behind me. I can just reload that and make the attempt again. And aside from a little bit of embarrassment of dying in a video game, because, you know, I'm amazing at games, I won't care very much. By not saving the game so often, I'm forced to remember that I am relying now on the autosave whenever that last happened, or reloading the game from a much earlier portion. So I like that penalty, and if I ended up needing to replay the game for some time, I would just cut the recording so you guys wouldn't have to watch that again until I'm back to where I was. So that's another reason why I don't like saving the game every single time I pass by a timepiece here. He says, Robert also says, I totally forgotten about the book that told the story of someone trapped in the mountain. Maybe that is where they got the idea to contact the old man? Or the author is the old man? Oh, you know what? That's a great point. I didn't think about that. Maybe you're right. I assumed Serpentini was not, in fact, the old man trapped in the mountain. I thought he was one of the soldiers with our grandfather who agreed to our grandfather signing that pact. It never occurred to me that he could actually be the Dark Man, and his son, Serpentini, has his powers because of his father. That's a good call. That's interesting. Yeah, that would make sense, though, as to why, as they had the book, oh, right, we still know what to do with this strange structure here. They had the book, so they realized they could contact him. You can make a mule appear. Perhaps we can conjure up some coffee to make. Okay, so let's go ahead and check that. So, Robert Barron's talking about the fact that if I stare at a mule poster, the mule will be summoned to that location. Maybe if we stare at the coffee poster, we can summon coffee to us. That would be so handy to have that power in real life. I'm willing to give it a try here. First off, is there a mule poster here? All right, not there. So I responded back to Robert Barron with some of what he said. I completely missed you pointing out about the old man being Serpentini, though, Robert Barron, so I'm glad I read this right now. I reread it. Robert Barron says, I didn't know the game was scored. Not sure about the replay value of it, but maybe it has multiple endings. So, I don't know if the game is scored. I suspect it is, but I don't actually know. And I haven't looked at or watched any Let's Plays on this game, because I want it all to be an adventure for us. So, we'll find out, obviously, when we get to the end. When you look at the drawings of the house... Oh! We're going up the mountain, everyone! We're going up the mountain! They started building that by the ski lifts. It looks like the old man is in those pictures. Oh, and jet skis go on water. Snowmobiles, not snow speeders for snow. Oh, snowmobiles. Snowmobiles. I keep calling them snow speeders. And Bruno, oh my goodness. I'll get back to your comment after we make it up this mountain. Maybe everything's fine with the ski lift. It's just the wind causing this to shake. I used to love... You know, your forefathers were just liars and cheats. They didn't hold up their end of the bargain. So it's only fair that I reverse what I did for all of you then. If he means literally what he said, then perhaps he's undone the avalanche that he caused. And now we have enemy soldiers to worry about. Probably long dead, very angry soldiers. There's Serpentini down there below us. I see the canvas.
Cosa fermi il runal? Anzi, GeForce centau giù il currente electric.
Why is the lift stopping? Did someone turn off the power? Could be the Dark Man just did that. I'm not allowed to fall down that side of the house. That looks a little too steep. That's where I need to go. Into the mountain. I don't remember, everyone. Was Mount Mundaun there in the past as well? Or did it show up after the pact with the Dark Man? And that makes me a little nervous. There is a soldier walking around out here now with a rifle. This is the barn where Grandpa signed that pact a long time ago. A shard of ice or stone. Blackened. And it gets more blackened as I stare at it. Maybe that's blood seeping into it. Maybe people, they had to puncture their hand. And this was a writing implement they used to sign the pact. Walther, Kamikata, I can't pronounce it. Allegria is listed as a member of their military up here. She did seem rather smart, peeking out from around the corner there in the past. So maybe they... Maybe they did consult her. Maybe she actually talked with them. It looks like there's some sort of bugs or creatures over here on the left. And we see this snow yeti or demon over here with the bell around its neck. With a question mark. I can't read any of that. Something Walther with a question mark. I'm not sure which of these represents the peak. I'm assuming it's down here. And that flag is that flag. And this is the invading army. We can hide in this straw as well if we need to. Nothing else here. So the only thing we can interact... Well, we can open the door, but we've got this here too. Let's see what this is.
Il cristal pil pact.
The crystal from the pact! I don't remember the crystal in the pact. I was too honed in on the contract paper itself.
Il cristal col qual Tata furau el det per sottoscrivere il contract.
The crystal, Grandpa pricked his finger to sign the contract.
Seu saune on tot frescs. Scos il temps fos stauseri.
His blood is still fresh, as if trapped in time.
Nus cinciam vinavon pli tard.
I'll talk with you later, Agria.
Guai, fine.
Yeah, you will. Before we do that, I would like to investigate everything else back down the mountain, even if it's not very visible for us. There's a well down here. Up here, sorry. Not all of it is ice. This makes me think that there's a place to make coffee, but I didn't see it inside the structure. Oh! But there is, right here. And there's more coffee here. We brought plenty of logs with us. Maybe we just hold on to this coffee, though, and we don't just immediately cook it? I can't think of why we would not want to do that. But, like, why would we not want to make coffee? But maybe there's a reason why we don't want to make coffee. There's already a log here in the oven. Okay. So this one's just screaming for us to make coffee, so we'll go ahead and do it. Bruno has said, "Oh, dang, gang, I'm late for the party. I was kind of busy these days," which is ironic for someone who doesn't do anything with his time. Yeah, I'm super busy too. And I don't have anything to do with my time either. The weather's finally supposed to go back to being nice here in New Jersey, which is to say more comfortable. All of August was like low 90s and extremely humid. It was just awful. Well, since someone went through the effort to fill this with water earlier for us, we will refill it with water and put it right back there again. I'll even leave them one of our stacks of wood in case whoever left that there for us decides that they want to make coffee of themselves. I will take one of those cups, though. Let's make sure there's nothing else here that I forgot. And so the weather's going to be, I think, in the upper 70s starting midweek this week. So that will be a very nice change of pace. Very. The fog is too thick to navigate. That means I get to go out walking again. I haven't gone out hiking in a month and a half. Oof, I've missed it. Bruno says, "What has the world come to that a man's love for his goat is seen with suspicion?" I've got no clue. What happens between a man and his goat should stay between a man and his goat. I'm not going to ask any questions about it. It's just, I don't think I'm old enough to know what goes on there. Another one of these strange symbols. I'm just going to leave this here rather than interact with it. Although you do go in this direction, Wire. Where do you lead me? That is really thick fog. Never mind. Let's go up the mountain instead. So we saw the soldier go up that way. I want to see what that is, though, first. Although, to be honest, we should take the high ground. A sledding symbol, just a rock formation. Those look like the crystal we picked up, don't they? I didn't. Barbarian, I'm so sorry. I didn't get a chance to stare at the coffee poster very long before I got swept up. Hello. We can't make it over there yet, though. But looks like there's at least a bench to sit on to map this area out on our map fully. That's where we're supposed to go. Which means that that's the last place I'll go to. Let's check out this lift station. A sled. Could we sled down here, get enough speed to make a jump over that? Possibly. They kind of advertise those two evil-looking mountain peaks. Before we go in, let's investigate around the back as well, just in case. His outfit is covered with snow. That's what that is. That's not some sort of high-tech armor. And yeah, he looks like he is waiting for someone to walk into this building to shoot them. That's an impressive looking demon. And yes, those great... what are these? Horns? No. Spikes on its back remind me of Mount Mundaun. I wondered, are we supposed to put a broom or one of our pitchfork in the snowman's hands? It didn't look like I was able to do that last time. I'm guessing that the wire we saw down the mountain, in the area by where we, the barn where the pact was made, I'm guessing that powers this, or leads to the place that powers it. I don't know why I would want to take this at the moment, so I'm just going to leave the sled there. Thankfully, that guy's vision isn't so great if he didn't see me. We'll give him a wide berth and go to the bridge. I'm still a fan of avoiding enemies in horror games and sneaking games rather than knocking everyone out or killing everything. Well, at least these days. Now that I think about it, now I don't know if I'm telling the truth. Resident Evil, I go out of my way to make sure I can kill every single zombie in an area. That's a house. Right? I think we've seen this before. That's a smokestack. He's guarding a structure. That guard. Algria's back again. Her body is, at least.
C'è un quai de vos la porta?
What's behind the gate?
Hallo, Allegria.
Hello, Allegria.
Quai de vos la porta? Ti sas c'è?
Is that behind the gate, you know, you?
Esce botla?
We are almost there.
Walter, ma quintà dalla porta, curcia tu, mas manai na vo pro el.
Walter told me about the importance of this gate after you reunited us.
El e sia truppa ti l'han construida durante la guerra sco protezione d'urgenza.
He and his platoon erected this as a failsafe in the war.
Hai l'era quintau co kinzarvella?
Did he also tell you how it can be unlocked?
Is dovren kot da trais for mas.
It is unlocked by a code of 3 shapes.
C'è nain clettin andret, scis il coggiovani cul suda HR serpentini.
If I understood correctly, the code vanished with soldier HR Serpentini.
In quei caso si fineu. I da nigine via d'un fla HR.
Then it's over. There's no way to find HR.
Magara dai stessunna.
Maybe there is.
C'è due io fa?
What do I do?
Piglia mia brunzina.
Take my bell.
Hallo, Allegria. Grazie per la benzina.
Thanks for the bell.
Poi es ma brunzina da fortuna. O sa cerce in schlittra. E franca l'ander via mia brunzina.
It's my lucky bell. Now, find a sleigh and attach it. It sounded like she was saying some other things, not just this statement to me.
Mia brunzina tu sarà la via.
My bell will direct your way. Still looks like we'll want to turn power on. And we probably want to investigate this hut. Oh, hello, look at that. Maybe we can continue to go up the mountain. Now, this game strikes me as being similar to, say, Pathologic in regards to the ranged combat. I am also making the assumption that was a hostile and not some friendly guy standing over the entrance to his home looking to kill other people. I just made that assumption that he's a bad guy. Let's go and take a peek at him before we go into the home. And it said sneak attack with bonus damage. So good for me. That is not the face of a normal person at all. Some sort of... God, some sort of horrific monster. His hands are also twisted like ours. Kind of a shame, in a way, that he didn't see me earlier and take a pot shot at me. Oh, hello. Looks like there's another guard down there. More bullets. Another one-time use key. Yeah, as I was talking about last time, I do suspect that they give you more than what you need in the game. That's a nice change for most survival horror games I've played, where you get barely enough to survive. Well, until you can figure out some way, the most efficient way to deal with enemies. Knowing that that guard is there, I'm tempted to kill him, but no, we will let him live at this moment. Let's see if we can make it further up the mountain via this path. Oh, there's another snowman there. Okay, we'll want to fix him up. Oh, that looks like a tunnel right there. I wonder if you can get the Muval up here. One second, everyone. I'll be back. I want to record this off as a separate sound effect so I can have wind and snow. For my D&D campaign. A few seconds. Alright, everyone. Grabbed about 3 minutes of that. That's awesome. I feel so lucky that the sound effects done in many games these days is so amazing. They can be used in such a... like, I use them all the time to really bring out the atmosphere for the games that I am a dungeon master for, or for different sound effects that I want to combine with music to play. It's incredible. I am always amazed at the amount of effort that goes into these sound effects for the games, and even how they do it. It's incredible to me. Can I give you this? I cannot. We'll take a few minutes to take a break from climbing up the mountain to investigate the dark man in order to put a snowman together.
Mia bronzina tu sarà la via.
My bell will direct your way.
Chi se traus ut la naiv? Stas di da?
Somebody's buried here. I need to help them. I have no tools to help them. Oh, but there's a shovel. I'll probably want to go back up and investigate those buildings I was leaving behind. Yes, it's very tempting for me to put the snowman together first, but I'm not going to do that. He looks like he's been given the Dark Man gift as well.
Có vai kun tai?
Are you alright?
Fall beine Cheva in der Weint.
It's HR. This is Serpentini.
Det er så skjefreit.
It's so cold. I have no coffee to give him.
Tjej is bidiao.
What happened to you?
En om rif pudda mal gorder.
I can't remember.
Det er så skje skutje am vest in sem job per un eternitet.
It's like I've been dreaming for a long time.
Custoche con la guerra.
How is the war going?
Lo jara a je fin de bidezenis.
The war's been over for decades.
Ce dis tu? Adeu dielas. Las conspirations del inimi zuat la knife.
What are you talking about? I've heard the enemy plotting under the snow.
Chi es ti?
Who are you?
Sudo HR Serpentini. Es un zotamista corporel Walter.
So that HR Serpentini, serving under Corporal Walther.
Ce ho un civilist cu tu persico.
What's a civilian like you doing up here?
Ja vin den fla agit.
I'll find help.
Ti pares desser ficiaus en se tjej ut la naiv.
You seem to be stuck to something under the snow.
Drof un surfinars. Pots cercare una bottiglia per me.
Please, all I need is a drink of schnapps. Can you find me a bottle?
Ja porta il vinars a ti.
I'll be back with the schnapps.
Fa pressa.
Hurry! I suppose it's too much to ask that any of these are filled. Nope, all empty. Actually came quite a distance, didn't we? Oh, and the fog just rose up to cloud our vision here. Literally, that's exactly what happened. I wanted to look at... I thought what I saw was the ski lift down there. So the military that was attacking them came from up this part of the mountain, right? And we're going to sweep down to get to the barn we saw down below. So that I was standing to record the sound effects. That must have been the path the army took, the invaders took. If I had known... That is a demon. That's a demon or something horrible in there. If I had known that this game was going to have this weather in it, I would have actually waited to record this until the winter. Sometime in December or January, when it was actually snowing outside. whole ground is shaking as that steps. I know there's a horrible monster, but maybe we have time to sit on that bench, wherever the heck that bench is, to map this area out. Okay, bench was not here. Bad place to go, Tim. I know there was a bench here. I'm gonna sit in it. At least I thought there was. Maybe the creature took the bench. Schnapp's downstairs. Don't mind me, I'm gonna literally eat your lunch. It's on its way to us now. I know we didn't get the schnapps. I want to find that freaking bench and sit my butt in it. There it is. Okay, we found it. We have a few minutes to appreciate where this horrific monster lives. Some more matches. There might be something useful in that little area on the soldier, but I'm gonna leave it there, whatever it is, and I can come back for that later when I'm feeling a little braver. He's probably gonna get angry when he realizes that we're not attached to it anymore. I feel kind of bad. We missed the jump scare. We missed the jump scare because I was slightly pivoted, so it wasn't as effective as it would otherwise be. Why did I make the choices that I made right there? By the way, you may be asking, like, why did I decide just to move on out of the cellar? There's no place for me to hide in the cellar, so my hope was, well, let's be cautious, but also get out of this place in case I'm on a timer to get out of it. So didn't work in the end. I'm guessing that you're always grabbed from that location. Really great jump scare though, if we had been looking at it properly. It looked like it impaled us on an icicle, but we're fine. Another hint that everything is not as it should be with the world we're in, besides the use of magic and what have you. It feels like, again, this is everyone. It's like we're in a dream or something, where like there's strange things going on, but everyone is perfectly fine with all of it. We don't question what just happened to us. We don't care that we had what looks like an icicle embedded into our chest or stomach. That the thing impaled us, just like it did that gentleman. To have lunch later. We don't question it. Nope. Not at all. And that seems so strange to me. But it doesn't seem strange to our hero. So thus, again, why I suspect this is all some sort of not quite our reality. Besides the fact that obviously it's a different type of world. Given that there's magic in it and what have you. I did see the sled, but I'm going to leave it there because I'll probably will come back up here later and we'll explore more of that area a little more thoroughly, though I think we did a pretty good job. We're missing another bench somewhere also. There might have been one on the other side of the other side, where we were originally, where we were at the jet ski's lower portion. I think we missed something that was down there. So this is also interesting because that's another demon we had seen in the pictures, which ended up being actually there. And it is indeed on the right-hand side of the mountain, as the old portrait had, or the map had shown us. So there probably are insects. Or something to that effect. On the other side of the mountain. Probably where we had to turn the power back on.
Se sente meglio, Rossa?
Are you feeling better now?
Sì. Bain. It's hot. Grazie.
Yes, nice and warm. Thank you.
Jag ska traversa la pont che mina al cuvel del Pez. Sas da mil code.
I need to cross the bridge to the summit cave. Can you tell me about the code?
Questa è un'informazione strettamente confidenziale.
That is highly confidential information.
Ora già che tu és dolce gentil, sarà la bain giura per te.
But since you have been so kind, I think it is safe with you.
Anzi, ciao, tre già avevo quel code.
Has anyone else ever seen this?
Ils autres sudos da mia compagnia.
The other soldiers of the company.
Forse mio figlio, Giovanni. Ma da quel tempo era lanciuni feint.
My son Giovanni, maybe, but he was a small child then.
Jag hai un flauco roman che ti ha scritto.
I found this novel you wrote.
Ma quello non è un roman. Tu hai proprio capito preciso c'è.
It's not a novel, you see. It all happened. Oh god, the noise may attract some attention. Better move. We'll take a look at this later. Oh, the bell's no longer here. Well, then we have maybe a little bit of time. Holy crap. I was right. The army, the military's here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We have enough bullets, we could actually destroy that military force if I wanted to. Assuming that they don't all react to the sound of gunfire. That's the same tune we heard with Florina. I'm going to leave it there and we'll interact with it in the next video. And indeed, there's some honey here. So Florina probably was here at some point. There's her toy cable car as well. She must have some greater part to play throughout all of this. No power to this building. Oh, wait. Is there? There is power to the building. More snowshoes. We already have a pair. I think we're blah, 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 blah. We will be stopping here in a few more, like a minute or two more. I want to explore this area, and then we'll save the game upstairs. I'm a little nervous that Serpentine is just going to shut this door on us the moment I step outside. I wonder if he can see himself, see what his paintings see. A prison cell, I guess. Oh, and another rifle handling book.
Qua è una pagina ordin manual da plibaul per una buista militar.
It's a page of an old military rifle manual.
O sala.
Yes, I'm gonna shut it. If I can. Alright, everyone, so let's stop here. When we come back, we'll take a look at that drawing. Maybe it explains why that demon's there. And then we'll make our way back down the mountain, now that we have a little bit of information about the code. We'll take a look at that journal when we get back as well. Thank you all for watching, and I will see everyone in the next one. Take care, everyone.